My mentee has grown exponentially since we first met. As a freshman, he was inquisitive and quiet and reserved and living a normal life. One of the things that really was fun as we got to know each other, we talked about school, we talked about what he was worried about and the things that scared him, but as our relationship evolved and grew, it really was evident that he was just a tremendous young man who just was waiting to burst out of those seams and just had not been ready to explore the world. And so it's been a fun journey.
I'd say Teammates has impacted me in a actually tremendous way. Let's put it to that. It definitely has opened up a lot for like scholarships. Just having that, like basically like I see Jason as like basically like a friend or like even like my uncle. I'm not even gonna lie to you, like at this point, because he's been there for me a lot. Definitely being like cracking out of that shell in high school from going to college. Like I definitely was really shy in high school.
And we really focused on strengths. We really wanted him to focus on what excites him, what really is gonna be what he wants to take on, this thing we call life. And as we've continued to grow the relationship over the years, it's so fun to see him just flourish.
I'd like to thank my mentor for being an amazing person and just like what he's been doing for me. Like definitely having the same interest as a mentor like helps you a lot because you can really talk about the same things. Like obviously like going to church and stuff, talking about God, or going to lift or something, like getting a lift in or something. Like that's something that we can talk about, or even go to pickleball sometimes when we do.
I think Teammates post-secondary support is important for a number of reasons. The first being that during Colin's senior year, about halfway through, you start focusing and talking about what do you want to do next? You know, what are you excited about? And if there is an opportunity for him to go to school, we talked a lot about scholarships. We talked about savings. We talked about room and board. We talked about how life is going to change. And so we take a little bit focus away from kind of some of the things we've talked about to that point to get to what's next. There's a famous quote by, I think his name is Ken Petty, that all flowers bloom at their respective times. And to me, that has been the best kind of quote to think about when it comes to Colin, because as much as we talked about college and next steps and evolving and growing from an adolescent to becoming a young man and an adult, he loved and understood a lot of things about respect, and he understood about how to treat people. But it's what do you really want to do with your life, and where's that going? And there's no time, there's no fate, there's no perfect timing, but when he's ready, he's ready.